So far this season, West Ham United have underwhelmed. They've also sacked Eric Ten Hag as West Ham now take the trip up to Nottingham to face Nottingham Forest tomorrow as a classic Saturday at 3 o'clock. The hosts, they've had a fantastic start to the new season. They've been fighting survival for their opening two campaigns in the top flight, but this season looks like they're trying to kick on and currently find themselves seventh and have already beaten Liverpool and shown some real class so far this season. So Nottingham Forest, West Ham, match preview. The gang minus Mike, who is in Fuerteventura or somewhere hot like that, with me. How are we, gentlemen?
All good, thank you.
Good.
Good stuff. Yeah, let's see. Bit of sarcasm already. We're at 8:02. Right, that didn't take long, did it? The house hasn't burnt down. Well done, Jake. Thank you. To be fair, I think that deserves a round of applause. Personally, thank you. Cheers.
Let's hope we're going to be here all night.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Nige. Terry, hope you are well.
Terry,
I was
up?
just telling the lads, right? I've just done a nap, right? Because I was really tired.
Hey, Terry.
I've just done a nap, preparing myself because I got to get up early tomorrow, right? Because I don't want to be late, right? I want to be in prime condition. Okay. See, everyone's got to have a nap every now and then. See, a nap is underrated. That's my first point. Do you agree?
That's a late night nap for you. It's 8 o'clock there. You're gonna be able to go fall asleep. Usually, you take a nap a little earlier than that. I mean, you stepped at midnight.
True. No, I won't be staying until midnight. Blimey. Terry says it hasn't burned down as JC has been living on half price Greggs all week. Hey, Terry knows. Terry knows. I did have a bacon roll and hot chocolate deal for very little amount of money earlier on. Anyway, right. Nottingham Forest. Nigel, you're at the top, so I'm going to start with you. How are you feeling, mate?
Not good. Not as good as I felt against Man United because I didn't.
Well, I mean, yeah, Nigel's like the what is it, like the mystic? Is it Mystic Meg? Mystic Nige. After last week, we all sat here and said we're going to get battered by Man United, and he said, "You know what? We're going to beat them." So, Nigel, do you feel the same?
And I said 2-1 as well. To be fair,
you did.
Yeah.
I said 3-1.
But what you just said, Jake, was they struggled the first two seasons, but they still managed to beat us.
Yeah.
So I've been to those last two games, and they still managed to beat us quite convincingly. To be fair, they looked a much better team both times we played them at the City Ground. I really like the City Ground. I've not seen us win there a lot, and I'm not really that confident about tomorrow, mainly because of the lack of pace and movement in our midfield.
Yeah, we are beatable, aren't we? Let's be honest. We are beatable. Manchester United didn't showcase that last weekend, but I think that says more about them than it does us, and they've taken the relevant action to decide that. Larry, we could have been battered last week, if we're being totally honest. They could have been 3 up at half time, and it didn't really, apart from brilliant 3 points, absolutely, but it didn't tell us anything else in terms of, right, we're going to kick on, because we had quite a modest slice of luck. We need to be better if we want to win tomorrow.
Oh, spot on, because that first half we could have been easily 3-4-0 down. I mean, the way they were playing, it was just they just couldn't find the net. And they figured it out in the Caribou Cup, though, didn't he? They got 5 there. But anyway, yeah, we need to do better in that second half. But the thing is, he pulled out some players. I mean, Mav, I think he got hurt. You guys remember, like, when Mavs went back to defend, he slid into the goalpost and hit his knee, and that's when his knee was problem. So, and he got a card too, so he came out. And then Paqueta, he's flat. The first half team was a flat team, flat and slow. One thing I think we can say about Lopetegui, he's going to keep putting Emerson and Wan-Bissaka up the pitch. That's just his strategy. And with our weak and slow midfield, that's the challenge that we're talking about, giving up some goals and stuff like that. We go against a Forest team that does not give up many goals, but they don't score very many either. They have 11 goals on the year, and out of those 11 goals, Wood's got 7 of them. And I've always rated Wood. Before I think Santo came in, I don't think they started him a lot. He came off the bench. He's getting a lot more time, and he's the guy I think if we can kind of keep our eye on him, I think we can help contain. Like I said, They've given up. They've scored 11. He's scored 7. They've given up 7. They got that goaltender Sells. He's on my fantasy team, so I watch him. Shout out to the Lawrence Hammers, by the way, moving up on the board there for the fantasy. But
just because you're above me, right? Less of that, thank you.
Yeah, but he plays a good. We're going against a good defensive team that doesn't give up any goals. And so we just need to, just figure it out, like on our midfields, just as we've always talked about. That's our question mark, I think.
Absolutely. Now, Gary, Fathead makes this point. If we play like we did in the second half for 90 minutes, then we're going to be good. Do you think he's going to go with that lineup that started the second half? Because he made 3 changes at halftime, and we looked a lot better, Gary, didn't we?
Well, I was at the stadium last weekend, and I was really, really angry when I saw the lineup. I just couldn't understand what he was doing. And when they came onto the pitch, I felt for Soler because he's stuck out on the left wing, and he's clearly not a left winger. And we had no shape. No one seems to know what they're doing. And let's be honest, we had a season's quote of luck to win that game last week. I mean, I've never heard people laugh. Nigel tell you, so he was there. 60,000 people laughed so much for that bloke Dallo went through and somehow missed.
That was crazy.
One of the funniest things I've ever heard at West Ham. And I've never apparently in a million years that we got. No. But we'll take that every day of the week. But I've been looking at Forest. They're quite pragmatic, and at home they've drawn with Bournemouth and Wolves. They lost to Fulham and they beat Palace 1-0. So there's nothing to be scared of at their own ground. I think if we play the second half team that we played last week, I think we can beat them. I'm quietly confident.
That was interesting because I spoke to a Forest fan on Wednesday night, and he said that the last couple of years our home form has kept us up, but so far this year we've been pretty average at home, and they've taken 3 points away at Liverpool and Leicester, excuse me, and other grounds as well. So yeah, maybe they're not as confident so far this season at home, but it's a difficult place to go. We know that. We've been there twice. We've lost twice. We deserve to lose both games, as Nigel said earlier on. Go on, Larry.
Hey, Jake, I just wanted to speak that a little bit. You guys correct me if I'm wrong and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to defend how we started out this season, but we had a tough schedule at home. If you look at the teams we had to play in those first couple games, you know what I mean? That were a tough team, and we had a new team coming in. Again, I'm not going to make any excuses because we've seen the poor performance on the pitch. But if we compare even to like last year, we know we didn't have that strong of a, games at home against these quality teams like that, So that's just something to take in consideration. Again, I'm not defending our performance because we know it's been suspect,
Suspect's one word for it. Let's take some comments. Fathead says, so I've had me nap, so I'm in prime condition for all that interrogation in the car. Well, that better not be too early. Oh, honestly, Terry's got to concentrate on the driving, not talking to me about other stuff, right? Terry has got to focus on the drive. That's the most important thing, right?
Is the babysitter going to the match tomorrow too?
No, it's the babysitter going. I don't have a babysitter.
He's got plenty of time to concentrate.
I know he's got the cash.
Who's got cash? What are you on about?
Oh, come on now. Greg's
haven't paid me yet, right? Fifth of the month is. I got 4 days yet, right? Let's calm down, shall we?
Oh, I know you're going in there. Where's my money?
Forest, always the bridesmaids Marion. Quite proud of that evening, chaps. I don't get it.
Hey, James, what's up, bud?
I tell you what, that went down like a lead balloon, James. So I don't know whether that.
Well, Maid Marian is obviously a reference to Robin Hood.
Oh,
is it? Oh, okay. Thanks for the contextual information, Gary. I was lost there.
That's age for you, Jake. You remember these things?
Yeah,
and I know, I just brought a little stats with us and stuff like that. But just the one thing, it's a tough place, but we've only played them 12 times. And out of the 12 times, we're 6-3-3. Now, we won 5 games at our home, and we won 1 on theirs. So, I mean, it's not invincible. Again, you can look at historic. It's usually who's the best team now. But, we got that going for us.
It's one of the loudest stadiums I've been to, though, Larry. The atmosphere there is amazing.
Absolutely.
You guys said you love it, right?
The best. Yeah.
You guys got to do some videos tomorrow so we can see some of that.
Oh, he'll be all over that, old Jake. He'll be all over the videos, mate. You watch.
His vlog. Let's get it.
What are you trying to say, Nige? You're the blimmin' TikTok influencer of the week. So
I see some of yours, Nigel. They're good. Throw some up tomorrow.
Yeah. He puts them on his Instagram and on his TikTok. He's like a multi-platform influencer, our Nige now. Yeah.
We went there the very first game, their first game back in the Premier League, didn't we? And it was really loud.
With the £50 notes. With the 50,
Yeah.
and it was loud.
The
And their little Depeche Mode fade out at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't
Depeche Mode.
Declan missed a penalty, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we were right.
And Benrahma at the bar.
And
And
from that
Antonio
free
got one
kick.
disallowed, didn't he?
Oh, from that free kick, Benrahma at the bar. Oh my lord, I forgot about
That's
that.
actually on my Instagram. All that game is on my Instagram. All those incidents.
At Irons, we are on Instagram.
That's right. They're all on it. That Forest game.
Yeah.
And the Jesse Lingard abuse is on there as well.
Yeah, right. And there's also this button called remove, so we can stop doing silly, shameless plugs on my YouTube channel. But there we go.
There was, you know what? I remember seeing us get beat 5-0 there. We took our youngsters up there. Whooped.
Oh, was that the old
game?
But that is a great
the old Allardyce game?
Yeah, the City Ground is probably one of my favourite stadiums for atmosphere. They really get it going there. The crowd get behind them. They got good support.
Yeah,
but you know what? If he starts the same team that started last week, there's going to be some questions asked. And if he don't start old Jimmy Somerville, because I think he should have been started. Yeah, Jimmy Savile. He should have been started. Now that's Leeds. He should have been started last week.
Yeah.
And it proved a point when he came on. And I think the whole team was buzzing. When he came on,
100%.
it affected the whole team. And we really played well. And also to Debo, when he came on, it made a little bit of a difference, I thought. We had a little bit of pace. We had a little bit of...
Nige, Paqueta, yes or no?
No, absolutely not. It proved last week that he isn't doing anything. He's not doing it unless he pulls his finger at his backside and does something spectacular in training.
Larry agrees.
He shouldn't be starting.
I don't know how I did that.
Those boys, like I've said it time and time again, every week we talk about how slow and boring our midfield is. Yet putting Somerville in last week made a massive difference.
Absolutely.
Did you read the stats? He had 3 take-ons and he took them on, all 3 of them. He was amazing.
He was all over the place. They couldn't even catch him.
He's got to start.
He's a lot stronger than he looks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Well, I don't know who it was on the line, but we talked about it. I think, Joe, we talked about it the other day in the aftermath of the Man United game. Someone was, I think it might have been Dallo, but much bigger than him, and he shoved him out of the way. I thought it was like a kid shoving a man out of the way, and I was like, he must be strong to be able to do that.
That's what's really impressive about Somerville, because he came and a lot of people said, oh, he's going to be lightweight. He's as my granddad would say, knee highs were grasshopper. He's not very tall, bless him, right? But he's really like he protects that ball and he shields it and he uses his body really well.
When he cuts inside, when he comes in from the left and he cuts inside, he's so dangerous.
And he's also not like predictable like Benrahma used to be. Benrahma used to just cut inside. You knew what was going to happen every time.
I was just going to say that, Jake. Yep.
When we've got him and Kudos in the team, it's going to be amazing. When they're both on each flank, you're going to have a serious couple of players there, and that's what we need. That's what our midfield needs.
Yeah, you look at him, and you think his stature, that it reminds you of a small one like Benrahma, but his pace is fast. His way to cut into the middle. He doesn't have the same old play. You know how when he faked out Garnacho or whatever his name was, and then the other guy, the big guy, had to push him to get a card. It was just, you saw it. And then that backward pass to Antonio, he was looking all over the place. And one thing about him in this pace, and Kudus has got to learn as he's getting more mature and stuff like that. You're right. We see him running up the pitch a lot, but his head's down a lot. He's not looking around to make things happen, or I'm not going to say I love Kudus. I got his kit and everything, but sometimes he seems like he could be a little bit selfish. I remember that one time when we were trying to come back in one of the matches, and Juan Passaca was right over there to do it, and he didn't pass it to him. He's got to learn that, because Kudus is such a talent, but he doesn't realize if he could and Somerville's got this already, and he proved it being the player of the year for the champions last year, right? Is that pass the ball around. Somerville's just quick. He's looking around, and just like you said, Nige, when he came on, the whole team got excited. It seemed like they stepped up a level. You know what I mean?
He plays the part of Benrahma, but he's got pace. Benny had a lot of things going for him. Very skillful player, but he never had that killer pace, and he's got pace.
And no one else. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, carry on.
just real quick, and then you're right about that pace. And you know what? It kind of got to me because he was all over. He didn't just stay to the left. He was a little in the middle. Wan-Bissaka started having a good second half. He was really up there. So I think that synergy that he's creating with the team, it's a positive one that we saw last week.
Yeah, the thing I was going to add there about Somerville, I think compared to Ben Rama, Somerville really believes in himself. He's got a lot of confidence. Ben Rama, I always thought Ben Rama never did. He sort of checked back inside all the time. But Somerville's just going head down, straight at them, attacking them. He's got a lot of belief. And I think he's a really, really good player. A really good player.
And I think actually what's a little bit different to Kudus is Kudus doesn't release the ball, right? Kudus head down, goes run, and just runs in the blind alleys, right? Somerville looks at as the awareness to release the ball, and that's what Kudus has to work on. He's got plenty of time to do it at the moment. Let's take some comments. I didn't get to this earlier. Beauty of Grace is that it does breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, you don't need to tell me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jake shows your babysitter. There is no babysitter here. There has been no baby. To be fair, right, I'm going to be asked 1,000,001 questions when I get back from work on Sunday from the parents. Where have you been? What have you done? Blah, blah, blah. I've barely been here, to be fair. I've barely been here.
His mate's car.
You what?
She's in the boot of his mate's car at the moment.
Honestly. Forest aren't all that says Fat Heady are beatable, but they will be well organised. Absolutely. We are wide open like a motorway at the back. Well, to be fair, I read that first bit, Peter, and wondered where that was going, but okay. I'll take that. I'll take that very much. Yeah, we did that one. See, I knew this would get a mention from Terry, a fellow golfer. Is Larry wearing an Augusta Golf? See, we were talking about it earlier as a tank top before we came on air, but Terry's described it as a slip-over jumper. What are our thoughts on that?
It's called, like you said, it's a sweater vest. And I put this in remembrance of guess who else is who is on that team tomorrow, but he can't play for Forest. Part of us.
Gibbs White.
JWP. But he's ineligible to play against us because he's on loan. I looked it up to make sure.
And Gibbs White's not playing either.
That's a touch because he's a fantastic footballer. Gibbs White.
He really is.
Yeah, they got a lot of people got some injuries there. I mean, Wood is 75% because of that ankle. He hurt that last week. And then he got pulled off during the one game during the week as that. And then you got Jada. They said Jada's got a knock too. So, maybe it's in our favor. If they're out there, maybe they're not 100%.
That bloke, Chris Wood, whenever I see him play against us, he scores. I used to go back to Burnley and he'd always score against us.
Yeah, always.
Headers, really horrible headers, and he'd barge people out of the way. He's a real beast of a bloke.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, him and that Brighton guy used to always score. What's that Brighton guy used to always score against us?
Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray.
Murray is him and Barnes. They're Ashley Barnes when it used to play. Yeah. Barnes and Wood. Always used to team up.
It's all them sorts of players. Wood, Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's another one. Right? They always used to score against us. All them plonkers. Right?
Back in the day, Jake, we used to have a bogey player, and he was called Brian Steen, and he used to play for Luton Town. There was him, and there was another guy played for Sheffield Wednesday called David Hurst. And he also was to score against us and all these players who just love playing against West Ham.
Well, we get up 16 goals, so this, clean sheets are hard to come by.
Brings stats, right? Nigel brings a moustache. Gary brings sophistication with the office, right?
I got to bring the sweater. I got to bring it to keep up with these champions like that. I got to do everything I can. I got to bring the vest. I got to get the numbers.
Just to finish off on this, Gary mentioned Terry as posh, right? The first thing I'll do tomorrow as I get in there is I will shake Terry's hand, have a little look whether the caviar's in the fridge or not, see whether it's that time of the year yet or not. Will the caviar be in the fridge or not, Terry? Let me know. Give me a cheeky little preview. With the
Terry wearing his smoking jacket.
It's like a cool box in the car.
Hey, that's right.
Terry smoking jacket and his cigar.
He's still got one of them gourmet trays in the front room to keep food warm.
Morning, Jacob. How are you, sir?
Very nice to meet you, Terry.
Got me a bit excited there, blimey. With the attacking fullbacks, we have to play three at the back. Alvarez doesn't have the pace to be dropping in. He needs to start at the back.
That's a good
shout. Game, mate. He had a good game Saturday.
He did.
A lot better than he has been. Wouldn't be against Soler for Souček, but otherwise the second half lineup. But I think we may need the muscle of Souček. Yeah, I think this could be a game for Souček. I can see him popping up on a score sheet tomorrow. I don't know why.
You got to play the second team.
You know who's going to score, don't you, tomorrow?
Who?
Antonio.
Yeah,
Oh,
against
Lord.
Forest. Yeah.
He'll play well against them because
Yeah.
he's got a reason to.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, they love him
I
up
hope.
there. When we were up there, they were clapping him and all sorts, weren't they? I
Yeah.
think they quite like him up there. So
They clapped him more than we did.
yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, literally,
We never clap him unless he goes off.
exactly. Fathead, that's not a babysitter. That's his girlfriend. What are you on about now? I can't keep up with this. Honestly. Right, Terry says we can Fryer tuck in to some 50% off Greg's Grub with JC's discount card. Well, I
That's
hate to
something.
break it to you, Terry, right? And this is going to be a little bit upsetting, is that I found out last week that because the Greg's I work in isn't actually owned by Greg's, it's owned by the petrol station. So it's it's called a franchise.
Franchise.
It's called a
Franchise.
fake
Franchise
Greg's.
Greg's. Yeah.
So,
Blimey, see, Gary was so
Gary,
enraged,
down.
the phone fell over. Blimey.
man down, man down.
Not only does he work for Greg, he works for fake Greg's.
So
Oh, man.
I can't get 50% off in any other branch but the one that
Terry,
I work in. So
Really, well, of course you
Yeah.
can. You
Terry,
just
that
saving
sounds
up
like
yourself.
some kind of.
You're probably
What?
saving up all the vouchers to give someone for a Christmas present.
no, you haven't heard the next bit of it. So what I'm going to say is I don't care about the 50% off discount. I will pay for it, right? I will pay for the coffees in Greg's on the way up. Terry, I will pay for them, mate. Don't worry about that, right? And if you really want a cortado, do you know what? It's nearly Christmas. I'm feeling like paying for the Costa as well, which I'm very ready to. Gary's paid for the Costa, Dad's paid for the Costa, Terry's paid for the Costa, me. But maybe tomorrow, Terry, if you're feeling extra special, then we can have Greg's or Costa. My shout, all right? My shout.
Oh, Lord.
But
Okay.
Nigel, that means I definitely ain't buying you a pint. If I'm buying the
What?
coffee, there's no way I'm buying you a pint.
I'm not drinking alcohol at the moment, but I will accept coffee. That's pain.
Well, okay, ideal. I'll buy you a coffee. That's cheaper. Ideal.
Can't get him that's cheaper.
But isn't it? Well, it is. It's not wrong,
Yeah,
is it?
but
That's a better deal for Jake.
it's the glee on your face when you said that. What's cheaper? It's like, it's like you really had it off.
Seriously, don't come up with your franchise BS. Get your wedge out. Right? Your shout is my shout. I'm feeling faint. You should do, to be fair. You should, yeah, exactly. Yeah. With the absence of my father, Terry, I will buy the coffees. Whatever coffee you want, right? Job done. Jake is opening his purse. Shocker. Well, there we go. There we go. Big bucks Cox. I mean, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Right. So there we go. If you're still feeling faint, Terry, have a drink, mate. Water. Right. Predictions. Mike isn't here for me to annoy this week to get his predictions. So I'll go last this week because I'm courteous like that. And Larry, I'll let you go first.
Okay, I'm going to go with a 1-2 West Ham. I think we can. I think we can do it now. You know, there's no contingent on it, but I'm feeling confident that Lopetegui is going to put in a better lineup than he did last. Again, I think if he does not, people are going to be throwing stuff at the television, and the fans that are there should storm the field.
There we go. Right, so I've got a feeling that neither of you two are going to go for my predictions, so I'm going to let you crack on. Gary.
I was going to do 2-2-1, but I'll do 3-1 to us.
3-1, like he said last week. Hopefully that can come off. Nige.
I'll take that.
I was going to say 2-1 to us.
Then you were going to say 3-1 to us.
No, but that was being hopeful, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I might go for a 1-1.
And I'm going to go for a 2-2 Desmond's. None of you picked 9, which is fantastic.
Hey,
so
can I ask a question around you guys?
Yeah.
Out of the next 2 matches, how many points do you think that we kind of really need?
4 or 6.
I'll be happy with 4, but we need nice to get 6.
Oh, we've got
Everton.
Everton. Then the break after that.
I think, I'll be happy with 4. But I'll be happy with a draw at Forest, and I think we should be beating Everton, but they're a potential banana skin for us because they're a bit hot and cold. They've got some great players. And they're hot and cold, aren't they? One of them teams. But I would be well happy with 4 points.
They won around last season, didn't they?
I think we're
before the thrashing we're going to get from Arsenal.
Exactly.
We're all in agreement. I agree with you guys. I would like 4. I would be ecstatic with 6.
One other question for you, rest of you. Older Mbama, he's not even getting on City's bench where they've got 13 players. What's happened to him?
Really? Is he not even
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was that? We broke up.
It's funny. What did he think he was going? Did he think he was going to actually get in their team?
It's
I don't know,
ridiculous.
but-
isn't it?
Why have they
That's
even
a good
bought?
one, yeah.
What's the point? Did you see Calvin Phillips? Did you see that Calvin Phillips is being released by Ipswich?
Is he?
Yeah,
And do you know what they're saying because of his lack of form? And I'm like, what has happened to that geezer?
is that right, Nigel?
Yeah, he's being released by Ipswich.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my goodness me!
That's absolutely crazy.
He'll end up back at Leeds.
Yeah, my
That is
final
crazy.
question.
I didn't hear that.
Wow.
My final question was going to be: would you take a point tomorrow, coming off the back? So then 4 points from Man United home and Forest away. So sort of Larry went on a little bit further in terms of the Everton game. So I'll mix it up and say: if we hadn't have beaten Man United, would you have taken a point tomorrow?
Yeah, still.
Yeah, it ain't an happy hunting ground, really. From
not.
No, it's not.
From my point of view, we never seem to perform there. They always seem to get the crowd. They've got a great support, and the crowd really get behind them, and the team do really react to the crowd there. I felt right under pressure as a supporter when we've been there. You know, the players must feel it when the crowd get behind the team, and then they start rallying. It's actually made me feel under pressure.
Yeah.
When I've been at Forest because of the atmosphere there. They've got great. I wish we had support like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That ground.
It would be incredible, but we ain't. Our home support is amongst some of the worst in the Premier League. Yeah. The bigger the stadiums, the worse the support seems to be.
That's true.
And you know, when we was at Upton Park, we had tremendous support. No one wanted to come there and play us, but our away support is great. But you know, their home support is probably one of the best I've seen in the Premier League.
Wow.
No, I agree.
Absolutely. It is very good. It comes from all corners of the ground. Go on.
One more question. Have any of you guys found anyone that thought it was a penalty last week yet?
No,
I haven't.
Chris Kavanagh was his name, was it? Was that his name?
Michael Oliver.
Michael Oliver, was it? Okay. Yeah, Michael Oliver.
that was one of the worst decisions I've seen as a referee. Awful. And I felt, you know what, the Man United fans said to me, we were robbed. I said, you was robbed. Absolutely robbed of a point there.
But we've been robbed before.
Do you not think that's what I would say, yeah. We've been there.
But look, you've got to be good enough. You have to. We keep saying it. We ain't taking our chances, but the chances they had, they should have won the game. But I kept saying to them, you didn't. You didn't take it. So you're not
spot on. Spot on. A lot of times in all different types of sports, one moment will happen and say, "Oh, we got screwed." You know, one moment doesn't create a whole game. And you know, they had their opportunities in that first half where they could have got 3 or 4 goals. So you're spot on. Yeah, they got screwed there. Jake, you hit it right. You hit it right on the point. We've been there too. So I mean, but if you let something like that happen, it's on you. You lose the match.
We played Arsenal last year. I was at that game at the Emirates, and we beat them 2-0. We should never have won that game. They must have had 30 goal attempts. I don't know what it was. A lot of goal attempts. They was all over us, but we just took the chances. We weren't the better team by a long shot.
Yeah.
Could have even been free at the end.
I'll tell you what. You mentioned that Arsenal game. I watched that game on the world's biggest television that I've ever seen in all my life. Right, and that was at Mr. Gary's house. Right, that telly is massive.
You got a big one over there. Right.
It is. It's big, Gary.
I'll be honest, Jake. Last weekend is probably the most one-sided win I've ever seen us have. No way do we deserve to win that game. No way.
No.
Yeah, we got. Yeah. No.
3 or 4 should have been at half-time easily.
Yeah.
They did well when Arsenal played Man City. They didn't deserve to lose that game, and then they pop up in injury time and get an equaliser.
Yeah.
It's what happens if you don't take your chances in this league. You get punished. It's all about finishing.
Exactly.
That's why the best teams in the league have got the best strikers.
Yeah.
And that's why they're the best. Right, come on, we've got to wrap things up because I need me sleep. Otherwise, I'm going to be. Otherwise, I just won't be there to buy you a coffee. No,
Mate, you're leaving at 7 o'clock. You'll be there at 10 o'clock.
No. Up to Terry's 8:30. Gone at 9.
I'm leaving at 8. Going to the cafe, and then we'll go get up there. And we reckon we'll get up there about 12.
Yeah, I think we'll be there about 12. Is there a pub?
Sorry?
Oh yeah, he stays overnight. Oh, we stay overnight. And we're going to stay there till Tuesday next week. Blah, blah, blah.
We've got a nice hotel for tomorrow night. Out in the countryside. Have a nice little country dinner in the evening.
That's the way to do it, Jake. See, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, well, got to get up there and back in the day because some of us, we got to keep the country going, haven't we? I got to work Sunday, so,
Come on, mate. Coming from, he's got to work. He's only been working for a year. Try working for 40 years, Jake.
2 almost down, 3-1 to the Robin Hood men. It's a game for a Danny Ings brace. Could you imagine that? Scruffy 1-0.
Well, it's not a bad. Do you know what? It's not a bad chat. But did you see the amount of running about that geezer did when he came on?
I know.
Yeah.
Look, let's all look at this before we go. Danny Ings is a decent player. He wouldn't have played for Liverpool on that if he wasn't a decent player.
Yeah.
And we just need to. He just needs to get into a system because he will score goals. He's much more of a natural finisher than Antonio is.
Oh,
he's the best finisher at the club,
100%.
I think.
Yeah.
Remember last season night when he came against Burnley, changed the whole game.
Well, if you remember when he played against Forest at home, he got 2.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
Forest at home,
Burnley
Fulham away this year, Burnley away last year. So many games he changed the game.
Inch perfect pass to Somerville at the week.
What when he miskicked it?
What would he have?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you missed it.
Gary's frozen. He looks really animated there. Oh, there he is. He's back again. Right, we will take these final comments. Jake, enjoy your Hooters. We won't be going in Hooters. I don't need that in my life. I'm satisfied, Peter. See, that's going to fuel some more rumours, isn't it?
That is. I'm part of. I'm sure Rooney's booked us at the other end. We normally get out of the station, park in that big car park there, and we go past Hooters. I'm always having a look over the top like that. Getting the eye.
I bet you are, Nigel. I bet you are.
He's not here tonight. That's why I'm saying all this. So,
right. Right. So he's got his front out. He's not there, right?
Having a little sneaky look.
She's not on the couch.
Yeah, she put us up in the Premier Inn this time. At the parked us up in the Premier Inn. It's only 10 minutes walk from the ground.
Well, I'm delighted to have been joined by the one and only Rory McIlroy tonight with his Augusta Masters slip over on. Oh, hello, crikey!
What's that T-shirt you got on there, Jake?
It's got all of the badges from 1895 to 2016.
I like that.
Nice.
Touch.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Indeed. Ings was joint second for Premier League Golden Boot in 2019-20, was he? Blimey. I start rumours and then I just end them fatted. It's just the way I roll, it's just who I am. It is just who I am. Right. Gents, a pleasure as always. This is the last show where we will be, going off our own back. We'll be back to reality next week as the parents return and we'll be back to, back to normality. So you have me messaging you next week. I get my PA to do that, because I've got things to do in my life. So I tell you what, messaged you, and it made me look really popular because I messaged all 5 of you at the same time, and it made me look like I got loads of people that I talked to on my WhatsApp. So all 5
you had some friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. One moment there.
Yeah. And then you all replied at quite the same time. My phone was buzzing.
So what's your attire for tomorrow, then, Jake?
My attire? I don't know. A pair of jeans, t-shirt, jumper. Oh.
Go on, Gary.
Put a penny in the meter, Gary. Go on. Start again, Gary.
I said, did you get last night? Larry got the text from your babysitter. What time can I come round?
That's right.
Brilliant. Hilarious.
Nice. That's right.
Well, there's been no babysitter. There's not even been a female step in this house since my mother left last week, right? So
Sure. That's right. Just in case your parents come back and watch it, I got you.
Jake, you forget the 3 of us have been 17.
Right? You can trust us, Jake. Yeah. You can trust us.
Oh, right. Trust us live on YouTube, right? I can trust us, right?
We've all been your age. And don't tell us it's all about homework, all right? Because
any son of mine was sneaking in babysitters. I'll be well done, son.
Well, I am not divulging any more information live on YouTube about what I've done this week, right? I'm just not doing it, right? So Terry's going to get out of me tomorrow, no doubt. I'm going to have an interrogation in the car. He needs to focus on the driving to start with. That's the first and most important priority. Right, I need to go and get a drink. Right, thank you very much indeed, everybody, for joining us. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Official if you're new. Gents, as always, thank you very much indeed. Always a pleasure. What on earth has Terry put in the chat there? Blimey, I'm not even putting that on the screen.
Oh, come on. Put it up.
I can't get the chat up when I'm. Can any of you guys? Larry,
No,
No, I
can you
can't.
get the
I
chat
can't.
up?
Have I
No.
turned it off? Have I? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I can. Let me have a
We're in
look.
the old, we can get the old private chat. Look,
Yeah, I never see
it's
any
private.
chat.
Can anyone? Can,
Yeah.
can the viewers? Can
Guests.
I can't see
Guests.
Can you
Yeah,
get- can
it's ticked on it, right? So there should be two windows. One says private
Yeah.
chat and one says live chat. Have you got that?
No.
No,
I can get the
no, I
private
don't have
chat
that
one.
either.
Only the
I
private
just-
chat. Okay, I'll look into that. I don't know why that's.
Yeah, I don't ever see. I can only see it when he puts it on the screen.
I've never seen it, Jake, ever.
Oh right, okay, that's weird. You should be able to see it. I don't know why. I'm just having a look through it. I will look into that and investigate. Oh look, I'm just looking on the settings on here. Banned guests. Oh, we could ban some guests here. Right, let's ban Mike.
But he's struggling enough to get them on here. You can't start banning them.
Yeah.
Very true. Right, I'm not even putting up. Did you get a trick? What are people putting in the private chat now? What on earth is that? Nigel, what is that?
I just tested the private chat out.
Yeah. And luckily, all the people watching, I can't put the private chat on the screen, unfortunately. So
That's why I put it on there, just to see if you could, see if you start panicking, try and delete it.
Did you get a trick or a treat last night? I went to a pot. Do you want to see me as Mario?
Oh, yeah.
Went to
Come
a
on.
party last night, right? So it was me and the Mushroom Man, right? So here is
The
me.
Mushroom Man sounds a bit suspect.
It sure does.
Right, there is me and the Mushroom Man last night, right? Eating pizza. Okay.
Very
What's
good.
the mushroom? What's he got on his head? Looks like a Japanese fighter pilot.
He's the mushroom from Mario
He's the mushroom man
Kart.
from Mario.
He's the Mushroom Man from Mario Kart. See?
Japanese.
Yeah. And then do you want to see a picture of just the legend that is? Oh, there's Nigel. There's Princess Diana.
Is that the babysitter?
What?
That?
That
I can't
is
even see that, Jake.
that is Princess Diana. A wig, a dress on, and there was some socks to make up, that sort of area. And some
Okay.
high heels, right? And then
I could
there
make
is
a really bad joke of that, but I'm not gonna.
there
Yeah,
is
me
the
too.
geezer, right? There he is, right?
All right.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Mario's is Mario had COVID and lost like 4 stone or something?
Well, what can I
Looks
say?
like Skeletor Mario.
Yeah, that's a thin one. That's a thin Mario.
Mario
Fathead
Costa
says,
Thomas Suchek.
Fathead says there's
Yeah.
stuff to be got out. That's the admission. I don't know what you're on about anymore. Honestly, I don't know what you're on about. It's a great outfit. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna go. Gents, come on your irons.
Wear the Mario
come on,
tomorrow, Jake. Wear
I'm
the
not
Mario
I'm not
tomorrow.
wearing that costume to
Go on,
Forest
do
Away.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious, Jake. Do it.
No, honestly, the looks I'll get if I walk into the concourse.
Tell you
That's
what,
what I
Jake.
mean. Be
Me and Nigel
amazing.
give you a tenner each. Tenner each. You do that.
A tenner
If
each,
you wear
20
that, I
quid.
will swear to God, if you
I
wear
will
that
give
Mario
10
thing, I'll
too.
give
I'll
you a
send it
tenner.
in the thing. Yeah.
No,
I'll do
I
a
don't
super
want your
chat.
tenner. No, I don't
You
want your tenner.
You send a pic, I'll put it in a super chat.
No,
Would we-
no.
lads, wouldn't we? If he wore that,
Yeah,
Forest Away, would we all be willing to chip a tenner in to give to him?
You
Definitely.
got it. I sure would.
There you
Yep.
go,
Nice.
Jake.
Not
30
happening.
quid there for you,
Not
mate.
happening. Not happening. It's got to be 3 figures before I even start talking.
What
Right?
a wussy.
All right,
Yeah.
£10,
What a
20.
wussy, mate.
Oh,
£10,
no.
20. There you go.
No.
My
No.
daughter wore that whole Dalmatian costume to burn.
I see Terry's going to put 20
No.
quid. No, this is not happening. No, this is
All right.
not happening. I'm going to wear a
You
t-shirt.
can make a
and
lot of
pair
money here,
jeans.
mate, wearing that if you everyone chipped in.
No,
You got
I'm wearing a t-shirt and a pair of
You got
jeans. Job
50
done,
right
all right?
Oh, mate, I'd love that just to get the
That's
So
photo.
would I.
50 right there.
I'd put it on my TikTok. Go, look at this proper div at West Ham. in this
I
thing."
don't know what you were going to say then. Oh dear. Jake will go as a Hooters girl. No, it's we're up to 60 quid. Now, what the
You could borrow Lady Diana. You could borrow
60.
Lady Diana's socks.
Right, that's it. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate all of your monetary donations towards my Mario costume, but it's gone away and it's not coming out for Nottingham Forest Away tomorrow. I can guarantee you of that wholeheartedly. Call me a wuss. Call me whatever you like. I don't care.
I
Right?
thought you had some kahunas, lads, but obviously you
Yeah.
ain't.
You know, do it for the
Mario.
team. Come on.
I wore it last night. I can't wear it again.
Yes,
Honestly.
you can.
No, I can't. Right, thanks for watching.
We'll speak
Any
to
comments
Dad.
on it? I'll go as a West Ham fan, the real horror.
All right. Yeah.
Literally. Terry, you'll have your West Ham gilet out tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully it doesn't rain and he hasn't got to bring out his £180 waterproof golf trousers that he brings out when it's raining.
Oh,
See,
that'd be sweet.
what's this 80 for? Where's this money coming from?
85. It's
Where's this
going.
money coming from? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking backhanders to wear blimmin' a Mario costume to Forest away. Not happening. All right, not happening. All right. Right. Anything else, lads, before we go or not?
Just drive safely tomorrow, chaps. Enjoy the game.
Safe travel.
And
Might see you en route, Jake.
And what you've got to say to Terry, because it really annoys him, is on the vlog, right, Larry, on the vlog, just between you and me, when the vlog goes up, comment something like, Jake, you really put the miles in, because it really annoys Terry, right? Because
you're sitting back, you're relaxing in the back seat. Yeah.
Well done, Jake, on making it up. Yeah.
People put on, honestly, people comment,
you
right?
work so hard to get to all the games and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's brilliant. People go, well done, Jake. You know, you travel everywhere. You really put the miles in.
Yeah. Proper fan, not like part-time Percy's.
JC does FA. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Mate, when you've got a Flixbus to Europe, right? You know you're travelling.
Yeah.
Terry,
hang on.
Terry, I know you're listening. You got to say you won't give Jake a lift unless he dresses as Mario.
That's right. Yeah, that'd be,
Gary, you're a bad influence. Rubbish.
Go up there,
£120.
Leave it at 7 o'clock. You probably sounds like you're going up in the Mario Kart.
A bit of cross-channel rumor, but Jake is with a baker girl. Where's this coming from now? I don't know what that is.
Nice.
Somebody met in Greg's. Yeah, that's the one.
That's right.
Melissa from Greg's.
Melissa.
Honestly, whatever I say, you lot are going to make up your own rumours and your own blimmin' storylines.
Yeah.
So honestly, you fire away all you like.
I can't wait to talk to your dad.
Why? He knows even less than you do.
The sausage rolls.
Honestly, Larry, what are you on about going talking with Dad? My dad knows less than you lot do because he's been on holiday all week. Like things move quickly in my world, you see.
Oh, I got you. Moving a shaker. All right.
I'll
be
tell you what,
17
Gary,
again.
Gary, just between you and me, right? She's down your way, actually, right?
Whereabouts?
Pool. Down your way, nearly. Sort
of. Gregson Pool.
No. I do have the capability to speak to people outside of Greg's, I'll have you know. Thank you very much. Right.
I know, on Mario chat rooms.
Hi, I'm Mario.
Yeah. Is she called Luigi?
No.
That's right.
No. Honestly. Right, Fathead. Just be pleased you don't work in Subway. I've got a friend who works in Subway, and that wouldn't be my cup of tea. Terry, I'm not picking up your rather inappropriate comment again. Paul, the other one. Oh, very good. Very good. Right, I've given away so much information now, right? Not even my parents are aware of this, situation, right?
So, have you got a picture, Jake?
I'm not showing you anything.
Is it Princess Diana?
No. Oh, I give up.
Does she work for Greg's?
No, she doesn't work in Greg's.
Guess who?
She doesn't work in Greg's.
Does she work for any other fast food chain?
No.
How long has she been babysitting?
Has she been arrested for anything?
I don't think so.
It could be a plus if she has. I was just curious.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Does she have more or less facial hair than Nigel?
Question I want to ask. Jake, is she blind?
Sorry, Nigel, that should be an instant ejection from you from my show.
It just gets better and better.
Is she blind? What is that inferring? £150 final offer. No.
More importantly, Jake, the biggest question, is she a hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She supports Manchester United, but we're going to
change
that.
Oh, mate. Mate, that's
not
bad.
good.
You know, when you get your girlfriend, that's the first thing you have a questionnaire, and it's
that's
like
the first
who you
thing
follow.
I
The
said
first
to
thing.
her.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, but like that can change. It's all right. It's fine.
Good luck.
Oh well. Right.
Enjoy, mate.
I might have told you might just be a lie. It is, right? I've just made that up, right? You don't even know the person's name. If they
made it up that he had a girlfriend, just to make him so he looks normal.
Right, I might have made it all up. You don't even know the person's name, right? I've got you lot on strings, absolute strings, right?
Jay, there's not that many blind girls with large amounts of facial hair in Paul.
There's not many blind girls working in Greg's. We'd find out who she is.
Oh, that narrows it down a lot.
Thanks a lot, lads. Thanks a lot.
She spills coffee on everyone.
Oh, jeez.
Rachel Riley. Did you have to prove you a potty trained to get a job at Greg's?
Oh, Lord.
What's this turned into, honestly?
Oh,
Right, we are going to go now because, you know, I just can't do it anymore. See, everything I've just told you is a lie. See, got you on strings, right? On absolute strings. And you believed it. Nigel believed it. Nigel's like...
I didn't believe you had a girlfriend for 1 minute.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. So horrible. All of you are so horrible to me. It's unbelievable. But hey ho. Tough love. 180 quid. No, I am not wearing a Mario costume. Right? I'm not doing it. 180 quid sounds very nice. It really does. But it's not happening.
It's worth it.
It's not.
Worth it. It'd be worth it for me.
Yeah,
Can
mate.
I wear like a jumper over the top
Video
of
of
it?
old Jake with Mario on at football. Oh, mate.
Can I wear like a jumper and a coat to hide it?
No.
What? So I've just got to wear the suit with just a suit.
And the hat.
And the hat.
I tend to go dressed each week as a handsome man.
And how's that turning out for you?
When do you put the mask on, Nige? Before you go?
The Halloween mask is coming off after we finish this.
Oh, this keeps getting better and better.
Someone actually came to my house last night and bought a Halloween mask on Marketplace for £5. It was like a rabbit's head with teeth.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't think anyone would buy it. So awful. Someone actually come and bought it
Full
last
Mario
night
outfit all
about 3
day.
o'clock.
No. Not happening. Absolutely not happening. Cameras would be on you. So fame is guaranteed. Listen, cameras are on me
Yeah,
anyway.
That's
Fame would be guaranteed. It'd be going straight on my YouTube thing. Straight on my
Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh,
It'd be
you
going.
would
You're
make
massive day,
TV.
mate.
West Ham
Massive
fan,
day.
just as Mario.
Yeah, you'd make it. Yeah, wear the whole outfit. Then make
Tag,
West Ham.
tag,
like,
at
shit on
West
the
Ham
arm.
unofficial.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag
see?
not happening. Not happening.
Oh.
Not happening. So there we go. Yeah, thanks all as always. Full of banter and full of goodness, and you know, slagging me off, but I'm used to it now, so that's okay. Right, I better go and sort myself out. See, someone's ringing
Who's
Nigel.
that?
That's
It's
my
babysitter.
wife.
Oh,
That's
could have
my wife.
predicted it. It's all right. See you all. Goodbye.
Cheers.